So, ladies and gentlemen, we had a beautiful time in Bandjoun. When we came back to Bamenda, we were invited to Bandjoun again to be there on the 25th to the 27th of November for a mini residency program. All 10 of us who did the show there in Bandjoun. So we were excited and very, very happy. Our next stop was supposed to be in Ngaoundéré on the 15th of November. 15th of November, we were supposed to be in Ngaoundéré. 30th of November, we were supposed to do the homecoming for the show in Bamenda. Now, 15th of November, we're supposed to be in Ngaoundéré, and 30th of November, Bamenda. Unfortunately, the regional elections for Bamenda was scheduled for the same day, 30th of November. So because of the regional elections that were supposed to take place on the 30th of November, we needed to reschedule that for Bamenda. So we had to reschedule. And also, at that time, there was post-electoral violence that came after the presidential elections of October 12, and the Cameroonian Cultural Network had to suspend most of the tours. So the director of Alliance Française Bamenda called me. We discussed, and we had to fix a date for the 9th, and then inform the Cameroonian Cultural Network that we would love to have our show on the 9th. So their worry was, is it safe? Is it okay? Is it going to be very, very possible? And we said with them, it is going to be possible. The director of Alliance Française told them that this is the best time to have the show in Bamenda, and if we cannot have it now, then we might not have it at all. So she insisted and vouched for me, vouched for Bamenda, vouched for the entire team. And that's how Cameroonian Cultural Network and partners allowed us to have our show on the 9th of November. And the beautiful thing about the 9th of November is that 9th of November
c'est la waiting the next you find you get answer. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Fais-toi très très beautiful comme ça.
It's the day that I decided to come into this world. It's the day that I was born. So the show for Bamenda was scheduled for the 9th. Then now Ngaoundéré has to be the last show on the 15th. Another challenge we had to face here in Bamenda is the fact that no logistics is provided once you're doing a show at your hometown. So we had to figure out how to get whatever we needed by ourselves. And thanks to Community Creative Center for Women and Girls with Development, they came through and offered us support. We had Community Actions for Vulnerable Persons, CAF too came in too, offered us support. Comagen came in, offered us support, and together we planned the show together with Alliance Française. We planned the show. We had 1 week of rehearsals. And the beautiful thing is Alliance Française had amazing equipment, good equipment that we could use, and we did not necessarily have to rent equipment that we used to do for the other tours. So they gave us 1 week to rehearse at Alliance Française premises. So for 1 week, the poets, Mottanni, the preacher, Yaje Medine, Sakeng Dayan, we were there rehearsing. The musicians, the singers, Nini Billionet or Aye Leonet, Kishel, Mark Bila, Fanyu, they were also there for rehearsals. So we rehearsed in Bamenda for 1 whole week. Every day, back to back, we were rehearsing. Thanks to the support of CAF and the support of Community Creative Center for Women and Girls with Development and Comagen, we were able to at least provide water for the rehearsals, and we were also able to at least provide transport for some of the artists and some of the extra piano we had to get and everything. So that's how it went. We prepared, and on the 8th we had a rundown of the show. all of us, both poets, spoken word artists, and musicians, we had a rundown of the show at Alliance Francaise Hall. Thanks to the effort of Grand Sheriff, Schneider, Madame Fogge Judith of Alliance Francaise, and every person that worked at that premises. We had a beautiful rehearsals, a beautiful rundown of the show, a beautiful dress rehearsals. And on the 9th, we had to provide a surprise. We decided to provide a surprise for every person in Bamenda that has been resilient enough to be in Bamenda and for making it to the show. What we did is we provide some local snacks. We got ancoop, we got corn and fried corn and granola. They call it patch corn and granite. We had palm wine. We had bitter cola. We had the red cola. We had garden egg. We call it nadale nyatam. Yes, with jakatu. Yes, all of those things were displayed in front, and every person who attended the show was given the opportunity to enjoy, have a taste of it. Unfortunately, some people had a lot of the pami, and when it was their time to perform for the show, their time to interrupt, we had to put more effort for them to interrupt because the pami was already dealing with most of them. So we went there in the morning, arranged the hall on the day of the show, cleaned the chairs, checked the sound, and then after that we had to do a little work again on the stage, then prepared for the show. The hour of the show approached, people came, they were eating and enjoying. Then before the show started, the MC for the day was not present. Before the show started, the MC for the day was not present. So there was a mix-up with time because the first flyer got out to say the show was starting at 4 p.m. So we rescheduled to 2 p.m. So the MC did not necessarily get the change, so he thought the show started at 4. So we had to start the show without the master of ceremony for that day, and then I started coordinating the MC position of the show. And then immediately after my performance, and after the first performance of the day, the musical performance, the Billionet, the MC showed up and took over from us, and that's how the show went through. Performances started with Mottanni to Nini Billionet, Ayelionet, to Fanyu, to The Preacher, to Sakeng Dayan, to Yaje Medin, to Kishel, to Mark Bila, and that's how the audience were wowed. The audience were wowed, they were taken aback, they enjoyed, they danced, they sang, they reflected. And then one beautiful thing too, for the first time, my mother and my elder sister and my elder brother was in for the show. So the one came out farti. Mawan talk small talk, they don't throw money. One talk small talk, they don't throw money. And Mawan sing small song, they don't throw money. So no, it was amazing. The audience too came, supported. CKA of GP Media was there. Man Wolfcam, Atigi Samuel was there. Komajen there. Kajit there. Most of the people in this NGO sector, those who worked against gender-based violence, were all there. And my big brothers, Fombi Armstrong, Master Ngwangwa, DJ Chris, all of them were there for that show on that day. So Bamenda was a massive, when I say massive success, it was a massive success. Really amazing performances and amazing, beautiful music. So that is how Bamenda show went on. He ended with dancing. And unfortunately, before we came out after the show, all the chewables that were on the table had disappeared. It had finished. It was all consumed, and it was happy. This is where you cook chop now. People then chop and you are happy. That's how Bamenda ended. And with the beautiful performances that each and every artist and each and every poet and each and every musician and dancer put in on that day, Bamenda, Alliance Francaise told us, we are going to definitely call you again. And they have called us again, and we are there now to do another gig with them. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the beautiful thing that happened in Bamenda. And I'll tell you, our next stop was Ngaoundéré. Ngaoundéré 2025 for the Bruises. We took off. Another challenge for Bamenda. Another challenge for Bamenda is during the preparation for the show, we intended on using social media to get a lot of people, but it's like the internet was very slow at that time. So Lanjo Neindefo Sidonus, my personal coach and trainer, insisted that we had to print flyers and go around the street sharing them. This was a very another challenge for us, but we had to print the flyers, go around, share from one marketplace to another around Commercial Avenue to make sure to share those flyers so that we could get the audience there. And at the end of the day, they surprised us. They showed off India numbers, and we had the best show in Bamenda possible. Thank you, Coach Lanjo, for always being there with amazing ideas, amazing support. Thank you, Community Action for Vulnerable Persons, CALF. Thank you, Community Creative Center for Women and Girls with Disability. Thank you. Thank you, Abakwa TV. Thank you, GP Media. Thank you. Thank you, Testifying Photography. Thank you, Komajen. Thank you, each and every single person who put out time for the show and those who made it for the show. Thank you so much. And Ngaoundéré, we are coming.